Afternoon, in just 24 hours time, AFC Bournemouth face Leicester City at the King Power Stadium in what should be an interesting affair between both sides, both doing relatively well in the league and both coming off the back of penalty shootout wins in the week in the EFL. Actually, shall I not call it the EFL Cup? Fuck the EFL. What a terrible week in football it's been. We'll reflect on this on another video next week. However, let's revert to calling it the Carabao Cup. The most disgusting energy drink in the world. If you fancy sponsoring us, Carabao, give me a call. They beat Newcastle at St James's Park 4-2. It was an interesting game by the sounds of it, and Leicester really should have wrapped it up apparently in the 90 minutes, a bit like our match 2, but it was James Maddison that got on the score sheet for them after 34 minutes, but then Newcastle equalised in the second half. But yeah, the Foxes came out 4-2 victors on penalty. We all know what happened with us. If you don't, check out my match review there. Both teams are fairly optimistic of doing well this season. When we started off, Leicester were the sort of team that was probably looking to finish 7th place. Of course, Wolves will be there or thereabouts, but maybe the Europa League campaign is going to maybe stunt that somewhat this season. I don't know, but Leicester are probably in pole position to finish 7th, and if we finish top 10, yeah, not bad at all. So we've both got fairly similar aims, I suppose. But I did wonder last week after the Man City match, would it stunt our momentum after our 3-1 loss? But apparently our fans didn't think so. Roll the VT.
Yeah, we're going. So again, I think a back four works better for us. But
yeah. And Jack, can I have an early prediction? I know it's early, but when we play Leicester City next week, the Cherries going to be winning that one?
Yep.
Come on. And the scoreline? 3-1. We'll take that. Cheers, Scott. Excuse me.
I think it was a good enough performance. I think everyone gave as much as they could today. It was a blooming hot day.
Yep.
I wouldn't have wanted to play out there for 90 minutes. So yeah, I think overall they did well. I think that Eddie probably stick with the second half team. I think Charlie Daniels' injury looks like possibly his ACL's gone again. Yeah. That's really sad for us and for him. Because I thought he's been great since he came back into the side instead of RICO.
Yeah. I think that once again we will make a good showing. Whether we win or not, who knows? But I think that the team have come out definitely reinvigorated since their summer break. I can only wish Charlie Daniels the best. He seems to have another problem. I hope as soon as all our players get back, they can show what we know they can do.
Yeah, we've had an okay start of the season. Obviously, we're like 6 points from two newly promoted teams, but we made up for the draw here with Sheffield United, beating Villa last week. Everyone pretty much expected a loss today, but if we can go to Leicester, I'd accept the draw now and then try and beat Everton here. And if we can get 8 points from 5, something like that, then it'd be a good return from the start of the season.
So those were some of our fans' thoughts after the game, and if you want to listen and watch more of them, check out the other videos on our channel, and also remember the podcast as well. You can listen to afcbpodcast.com, you can listen on the web or via all good podcast platforms. So yeah, team lineup, AFC Bournemouth, I think most of it picks itself, you would think. I think Callum Wilson, despite his poor run of form, is going to start alongside Josh King. And I think, despite the fact that Chris Mepham scored in the first game, didn't get picked in the second, Harry Wilson scored in the second game, didn't get picked in the third, I don't think Eddie Howe will make that mistake again. After his worldie of a free kick, we've got a set-piece specialist there that needs to be on the pitch. And like I said in the Forest Green review video, that's the link there if you want to watch that. When he stepped up for that free kick, everyone was getting excited like it was a penalty. That's the kind of quality he's got with his left foot. So I think he's going to start as well. Ryan Fraser on the left-hand side. I'm pretty sure it'll be 4-4-2. Lerma and Billing in the middle. Ramsdale will be in goal. And then, of course, we will have Nathan Ake and Steve Cook at the back. Now, left and right sides. Didn't think Rico played well. I'm willing for him to do. I probably sound like a bit of a stuck record. Not sure he's going to get fielded. And Jack Stacey, I thought, with quite an impressive competitive debut for AFC Bournemouth, could well slot in at right back with Smith moving to the left. We know he can do a job, and he always likes to cut in, but also he's got a left foot on him too. So that's what I think will probably happen. Stacey on the right, Smith on the left. But what a kick in the teeth for RICO that would be. If it is RICO, fair enough. Please make the most of it, mate. But if not, I think the rest of the team is pretty much sorted for that. But what of Leicester City? Well, in the Cup, in the week when they played Newcastle, they started with Schmeichel, Ricardo Pereira, Morgan. Some of these, I've not heard of this guy. Sonia, I'm not going to pronounce it. Fuchs, Perez, Chowdhury, Telemans, Barnes, Maddison and Vardy as well. So, I mean, it was a relatively strong Cup lineup. And you'd have to say that when AFC Bournemouth walked off the pitch as well, our team was pretty strong as well. It seems that a lot of teams are actually treating the League Cup with a lot more respect than what they do the FA Cup. Certainly we do anyway, that's what it seems. So yeah, I think their last team lineup when they were playing Sheffield United, obviously that will be their strongest 11, and you can see the likes of Vardy, Maddison in there, Chowdhury, Perez, Telemans, Fuchs, etc., Pereira, Schmeichel. So they played a strong side in both the Sheffield United matches and then against Newcastle too. Such a good side, Leicester. Really play that football that they were famed for when they won the Premier League. Brendan Rodgers is getting some sort of good reviews from Fox's fans, and one of the standout players is James Maddison. I think he's awesome. He's got a sort of low centre of gravity, can twist and turn, can ping the ball about. Everything seems to go around him. Set piece specialist, great shooting ability, and is integral to all of their movements when they're sort of bombing forward. So he's a player that can get on the score sheet and we should be really wary of. But they've got a number of threats all around the pitch really, and they're probably going to be saying the same for us. Of course, you would think of Josh King, Ryan Fraser, Callum Wilson, etc. But we now know that we've got specialists all over the pitch, so there's not really one player that I think they'll be looking out for either. But they're very well oiled as a unit. It should be an interesting game of chess really, and I'm excited to see sort of how it goes. Now, if you're travelling up, I'm not travelling up tomorrow, so no fans' thoughts outside the ground. I know, unfortunately, prior commitments, but I'll be watching the game legally, and I'll be wanting to get your thoughts via WhatsApp. So if you can quickly send in your 45-second reviews after the game, I'll get them straight on our channel. Don't expect many people to do so, to be honest, so maybe we'll just have to wait till the next game to pick these up again. However, I'll be giving my thoughts after the game too. But if you are travelling, safe journeys up there. These are the pubs that you can be going to. That was a tweet that was put out earlier by Leicestershire Police, who have it was retweeted by Dorset Police. So if you go in, you can certainly go to their pubs as well. Now, I've done a preview piece as well for a couple of Leicester City channels. So there's one there. That's for Sportser. That was Josh, who was actually on the podcast too. Young Foxes fan, really knowledgeable about his side, and really loved having him on. And then this one too. So do check out those preview pieces that we've done as well. So yeah, enjoy the game. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Looking forward to seeing AFC Bournemouth hopefully pick up 3 points. I think I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1. That's seemingly how it's gone against Leicester. We've beat them quite heavily at our place, and then they've done the deed on us as well at the King Power before. So 1-1 is going to be my prediction. But do make sure you subscribe to the channel, because after the match I'll be giving you my instant match review. Come on, you Reds, we can do this.